Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum Issue 1. We are going to read and discuss this comic in today's video. Now, this is a 5-part limited series, which is the official prequel to the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game. So let's get into it. 3 months ago, Arkham Asylum was rebuilt, of course. The government stepped in using your tax dollars. Argus, a division of Homeland Security, oversaw extensive and expensive renovations and upgrades. No one gets out, we don't want out. And no one gets in, we don't want in, Director Amanda Waller assured the bean counters in Congress. And on this night, 3 months ago, a new batch of inmates was going in. Commencing prisoner transfer now. After the events of Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Now this part is interesting because I didn't think that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was actually a continuation of this story or that storyline. But so that's very interesting. Welcome to Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane. Criminally insane. Please understand, I have a temper and my appetite can be insatiable. And yes, that appetite includes human flesh. We got King Shark there coming out of the transport. But this is more of a matter of biology than criminal Stop it, Chowderhead. My name is Nanu, or King Shark if you prefer. I didn't actually know his name. No need for slurs. Keep moving. Weapons ready, people. Anyone tries anything funny, don't hesitate to put a bullet in them. Effective immediately. We have zero tolerance for trouble, for shenanigans, and for surprises. All Sanuva. You know about this, Gordon? Not a thing, Director Waller, but I can't say I'm surprised. Yo, big giant lizard, Batman dropping in, King Croc, I can only assume. Batman coming in, get one more cell ready. One that will hold him this time. Dun dun dun, Suicide Squad, Kill Arkham Asylum, Chapter 1, Animals in Cages. Haven't you heard? Arkham Asylum has been upgraded. We're everything proof now. Retrofitted by Argus and under Argus jurisdiction. Federal jurisdiction, no more Gotham local yokels, nor its vigilante do-gooders. No offense to either of you. Good evening, Mayor Gordon, Batman, and you must be Amanda Waller, Director of Argus, Advanced Research Group United Support. It was you who spearheaded the effort to get Arkham under federal purview, who secured funding for the refurbishment, other than generous donations from the Wayne Foundation, of course. And now who almost exclusively makes decisions related to security and treatment of prisoners, which I'm sure the treatment isn't very good. Decisions I strongly disagree with, I might add. Yep, I'm Waller. I and I alone hold the keys to this castle, so to speak. I am the new mayor, the nickel tour of the upgraded facilities, and you are welcome to tag along if you like. Any exploration and investigation will be on my terms, not you showing me what you want to see. Well, good luck with that. I don't care who you are, nobody gets through this new security. You got that, Batman. Batman? You get used to it. I wouldn't underestimate Batman. If he wants to look inside here, then he's in for a disappointment. Look here, Mayor. Quadruple electromagnetic locks, all controlled remotely, and 1.5 feet of reinforced titanium with Interon coating. And that's just to get through the second front door. No one gets out or in that we don't allow out or in. Quite a difference between this and my last place of incarceration, Bel Rev. You look tough, but you sound scared. No, I'm not scared. Of course, why would King Shark be scared? Good. Little scared little fishies don't last too long in a place like Arkham. Scared little fishies get cut up, made into shark fin soup. Maybe you heard of me. Victor Zsasz. The Victor Zsasz doll is the code for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game for the weapon doll. But I like cutting. I keep a tally of all the little fishes I done cut up. Fishies, you know, new guys, fresh meat, guys like you. I really wish you would not talk like that. Yeah, King Shark's being all timid. Cut the chatter, inmates. I have to echo Batman's concerns, Miss Waller, which have less to do with security and more to do with your approach to treating inmates. Consider the last fiasco at Arkham happened on yours and Batman's watch. I'm not terribly concerned about either of your concerns. Play Rocksteady's Batman Arkham games for that story. And here we are. Take a long look, Mr. Mayor. And next time you see your vigilante rodent pal, tell him if he keeps operating outside the law, maybe someday I'll lock him in here too. Who knows? Maybe then I'd find a use for him. If this is what passes for a sense of humor, I don't think I like it, Miss Waller. Think I'm joking, do you? Then we got the lineup of the Suicide Squad, Arkham Asylum, Floyd Lawton, Deadshot. What are you looking at? Harley Quinn, George Harkness, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, which I already forgot his name, and take a good look, Gordon. Worst of the worst, here we have Amanda Waller. And yeah, that's why we have Batman, Commissioner Gordon, and then, of course, we got Batman. In you go, Smiley. Cell protocols activated. You know, for a new facility, the conditions of these cells are appalling. He's a pretty handsome fellow. How often do you clean them? Clean them. We lock them in and throw away the key, Gordon. None of those other frills. I'm all for incarceration of these criminals, but psychological torture is where I draw the line. Harley Quinn, a word, please. Well. If it ain't crusty old Commissioner Mustache, since when are you interested in what Ev's lil o' me gots to say? Or are here yes for the rat juggling show? Cause that don't start until 3. Miss the Squeakums and I are still working out some kinks in the 3rd act, if you want to know the truth. I want to know something else. And it's Mayor Mustache now, for your information. This new Arkham, how is it? Oh, it's awful here. An absolute friggin' nightmare. You ain't gonna believe the stuff they're putting us through in this place. I mean, just look at it. Periwinkle gray wall paint against autumn eggshell floor tiles. Who did the interior design for this place? Eye cancer? Harley's nuttier than a wet sack of arsenic-laced hammers, Director Waller. Why is Gordon wasting his time on her? I reckon since Harley Quinzel has been on both sides of these cells, the mayor thinks maybe she knows a thing or two. I'd like your clinical diagnosis now, Dr. Quinzel. Yes, well, in addition to the squalid conditions, spoiled food, and a lack of access to plumbing and basic hygiene services are non-existent. There is minimal time allotted for exercise or self-improvement and zero access to mental health care. Guards are uniformly malicious and cruel. Electrical behavior modification plates go off indiscriminately. Lights are always left on, and the temperature keeps intentionally too hot by day, too cold at night. It's my opinion that triggering pheromones are pumped into the cells, and there is unsettling electric buzzing emitted continuously on a low-level frequency. It is almost as if all aspects of Arkham's environment are specifically designed to produce a response of maximum agitation and aggression, to keep the inmates on edge, desperate, and angry. And if the people inside here ever get outside these cells, we're gonna kill every goddamn thing we get our hands on. Even by Harley Quinn's twisted standards, that was disturbing. I make no apologies. Our budget goes to security, not niceties. These are killers in here, Gordon, getting exactly what they deserve. I know what they are. But what are you doing to them if they ever get out? Nobody gets in or out unless I say they get in or out. You hear that, fishy? Sounds like you're stuck in here with me, and I can't wait to get a chance to stick you. What? Stick me? Listen, I'm flattered, but this is not something I'm interested in. Humans, I mean. No, you idiot. Stick you with a blade. That was a threat, not some sex thing. Get it through your head, Mr. Mayor. I'm in charge here. Arkham is mine now. I don't give a shit about your opinion or pet bats. You don't get a vote in how I run this place. Shark bit Victor Zaz's head just clean off. He was threatening me. Got a nice little afternoon snack or dinner for it? Nice. Okay, Shark. King Shark. You want him dead, Director Waller? I am bulletproof. Not against these bullets. That was very, very disappointing. Bad Shark. No killing. Everyone calm down. I'm sorry. I was not looking for trouble. Just curious, how many lives did the Joker end before he got what was coming to him? No killing. You could calm down. I was never going to kill him. But you better believe there will be consequences. Harrison, keep your eye on Gordon. I'm going to see President Shark to his cell, far away from here. My preferred sobriquet is King Shark. I am not, in fact, an elected official. That was sarcasm, fishhead. Come on, Flipper. He's going to his new fish tank. And once we're away from Gordon, he and I are going to have a long talk about what constitutes acceptable behavior. Just a talk. There may be cattle prods involved. And so we're back with Killer Croc. Never heard a crocodile snore. He won't stay down much longer, no matter how many tranquilizers Batman pumped him full of. Best get Killer Croc to a cell, too. Soon. Not that you want my opinion, Mr. Mayor, but I agree with Waller. We're dealing with the worst of the worst in here. Just last week, they transferred the world's deadliest assassin into this wing. You're goddamn right. World's deadliest assassin. That's me. Deadshot. I get to the top of the assassination game, and now I just want out. You help me get released from here, and you'll never see or hear from me again. But I know you'll have to face, and if I have to get out of here on my own, you'll just be another target I'll be gunning for. World's deadliest assassin, Actually, I was talking about Deathstroke. Oh yeah? Us guards are all terrified of Deathstroke. You, Deadshot, you're maybe second deadliest. Not quite so impressive. There's certainly been word that Deathstroke will be coming to the game, so it'll be interesting if that does happen, these two dialogues. Like I said, Mr. Mayor, killers. Unrepentant savages, sickos, sadists, and psychos. Oh, I need a word. Although some of them are just assholes. You're, Captain Boomerang, right? You gotta do me a favor, mate. You're pals with Batman, right? Can you get a word to him? I have him talk to the Flash? Flash put me in here. He can get me out of here. Why would I do that? Cruel and unusual punishment is this place. Ain't you Yanks got a rule against that? I gotta get out of here. Then again, maybe for now, I'm just fine where I am. I'm in Arkham. Last thing I remember was... Here comes Batman again. I'll be the last thing you remember. Again. No, breaking out of here. A big lizard, man. Gonna break you first. Authorizing lethal force, troops. Use the acid shells. No. That won't be necessary. Of course, got the batarangs. Batman smoke bomb. Nice right hand. Clean knocks him out. What the hell is this? How the hell did you get in here, Batman? It's a good thing Croc wasn't back up to full strength, or this might have been an actual fight. That's not remotely an answer to my question. Arkham is not nearly as secure as you think it is. You're sitting here on a powdered keg, just adding powder instead of taking steps to defuse things. This is a dangerous game you are playing, Waller. I ought to put you in a cell, Bats, for interfering for trespassing. This is my domain. This wasn't your fight to have. This is what I do. Maybe, but you won't always be here to do it. And when that day comes, we need to be ready to fight our own fights. I will always be here to stop the monsters, to put an end to the evil, to keep good people safe, as will the Justice League, which is why I joined them. For Gotham, for Metropolis, for wherever we are needed. The Justice League will always be there. 3 months later, tonight, now, what happened to the Justice League will always be there. Argus headquarters situation room. Mayhem in Metropolis. 18 murders already tonight. 12 carjackings and twice as many violent assaults. Bombings in industrial districts. Rash of robberies in the financial district. Gangs setting fires down at the docks. Look at what's going on in Metropolis. Purchase and then play Rocksteady's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League for that sordid tale, which is where we're at in the game. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It's a violent crime free-for-all, and Batman is nowhere to be found, or anyone else in the Justice League for that matter. This is why I made my contingency plan. No one gets in or out of Arkham unless I say they do. And I say it's time we let our animals out of their cages. Deactivate the cell locks, Colonel Flagg. For the record, Director Waller, I think this is a terrible idea. Oh, it's not just a terrible idea. For most of these poor souls, it's suicide. Cell security protocols deactivated. Huh? King Shark? Boomerang? Deactivated? Deadshot, as in we're free? Harley, let us out of here. What are they, crazy? Next month, the inmates run the asylum. So 3 months before Brainiac comes to Metropolis and mind controls the Justice League, or what we think is possibly mind control. We're really not sure yet. These events unfold at the new Arkham Asylum. Director Waller, we have Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Boomerang, and King Shark. It looks like King Shark is the last inmate. And to start off his very first day in Arkham Asylum, King Shark bites the head off of Victor Zsasz, which has been a notorious serial killer, I guess you could say, in Gotham for quite some time. So that's certainly interesting that he already, dies. What also is interesting that King Shark is in here, and not King Shark, but Killer Croc is in here. And we've had a possible reference to maybe future DLC or future character content in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League that has to do with Killer Croc. And so Amanda Waller turned this prison into obviously not a very good place to be, which mistreats its criminals to the utmost extent, physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and all sorts of ways to trigger them to be the most vicious killers that they could be. And King Shark certainly shows that. And he was only there 30 minutes or an hour by biting the head off of Victor Zsasz. So that's kind of cool and kind of interesting that he was the one in which we got the weapon doll of. But I guess we got to get it of somebody else because we already have weapon dolls of the other 4 Suicide Squad members. And then we got Batman, which also does end up getting captured by Brainiac in Metropolis. And whether or not he is cloned or killed in the video game, we don't know for sure yet. But this happened really recently, and maybe he was the last of the Justice League members to get caught and be able to be mind controlled or cloned. But then in just 3 months, the entire city of Metropolis has gone absolutely nuts, and Justice League is nowhere to be found. And so what does Amanda Waller do? Well, our 4 main characters in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn are all now out of Arkham Asylum. So nice way to start it off. I'll be interested to see how episode 2 goes and can't wait for it next month. So if you did enjoy, be sure y'all hit that thumbs up and stay tuned for issue 2 soon.